Hello YouTube, it's your girl Janae coming at you with another video, and as you can tell by the title, this video is going to be all about the new Billie Eilish fragrance Eilish. So if you guys are interested in seeing what my thoughts are on this fragrance and some comparisons that I have in my collection, then go ahead and just keep on watching. So first things first, stop what you're doing, stop and leave me your scent of the day down below. I would love to know what you guys are wearing today or tonight whenever you are watching this video. Also, if you are new to my channel, hello again, my name is Janae, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for clicking back onto another video. I truly appreciate you guys' support. So if you have not already, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos from moi. Now let's hop into this video real quick because I have some thoughts on this fragrance and a lot of you asked me what my opinion was after I posted on my community tab. So let's jump right into this video. I bought this fragrance when it first launched. Literally within the first 5 minutes, I was in a long virtual checkout line. I had never experienced that before, and by the time I went back to check on it, maybe like 10 minutes later, it was sold out. So this fragrance sold out so quickly. This is a 100 ml bottle and I believe this retails for $68. I believe they are going to be restocking soon, and a lot of people wanted to get their hands on it but they couldn't. So like I said, this fragrance retails for $68. I had to pay like $10 for shipping and then an additional like $6 or $7 for taxes, and my total came out to be about $84 or $86. And for me, I feel like that's a bit steep. I feel like not too long ago celebrity fragrances were extremely affordable, and this fragrance came out to be about $86 total, which is about the price of a smaller designer fragrance. So I'm just kind of like, it's getting a bit much. Since this is under $100, I do consider that to be fairly affordable. It's still a bit expensive, especially for a celebrity fragrance. However, let's get into the bottle. Let's get into the packaging. I'm going to be giving you guys close-ups, so don't worry. So Billie Eilish is actually a singer. I love her category. Like, it's fire. This fragrance is something that she came out with. This is supposed to be a fragrance for all genders, no matter what you identify as, which I love. And also, this fragrance was inspired by her love of the human body. She loves clavicles and like the décolletage area, which I do too. Like, I'm obsessed, and that's why I have my décolletage out for you guys today, just because, you know, I'm trying to give you guys some vibes, okay? This bottle is absolutely stunning. I love it. Like, I am the person who likes more avant-garde type of bottles, and this bottle to me is just very unique. I don't have anything like this in my collection. However, this is extremely bulky, so if you like to travel with your fragrances, this is one that I don't think will be great to travel with. Another observation that I have made with this bottle is that to get the cap off, it's extremely difficult. You have to like put your back into it, and I don't really like that. But the bottle is heavily weighted. I really like that. It feels like this bottle is great quality. However, the cap is a little bit more lighter. I am a sucker for heavy caps and heavy bottles, but the sculpture of this fragrance is absolutely stunning. I love this bottle, the way it looks. It's aesthetically pleasing to my eyes, and this is definitely like a statement fragrance. You can just put this on your vanity and it looks like a work of art, which I love. So after you use up the fragrance, you can definitely just keep this around as decor. This is a multi-purpose fragrance, okay? This fragrance is supposed to be her version of a perfect vanilla gourmand, and a gourmand fragrance is just an edible fragrance. It's a fragrance that smells like you can eat it, and I would say that this fragrance is a gourmand, but it's not as foodie and delicious as I would have thought it was gonna be. This didn't really live up to my expectations, and I'm not saying that this is a bad fragrance. I'm just letting you guys know up front, it's not what I thought it would be. I thought it would be more of a foodie vanilla gourmand, but this is a very nice sweet vanilla scent. So this fragrance to me is a sweet vanillic powdery scent. It also has this chocolatey vibe to it as well. To me, it kind of smells like if you have the like bagged hot chocolates and you put it in like a mug but you don't put milk in it yet. It's that powdery, dusty, cacao, chocolatey type of vibe, but on the sweeter side. But this fragrance isn't too sweet. So when I say it's a sweet fragrance, it's on the sweeter side, but it's not too sweet. This claims to have like fruits and woody notes in it, and I don't get that at all. I just really get like a chocolatey, vanillic tonka bean powdery scent. Like it's really pretty. I really like it overall, but it did not live up to my expectations because the notes weren't out prior to this fragrance coming out, which I kind of didn't like, but some of the notes were kind of out, like the vanilla. It said it was like a petal accord or something like that on the site, but nothing really else. And I feel like with the notes of this fragrance, I thought this fragrance would be a little richer than what it is. According to Fragrantica, this fragrance has top notes of sugar, red berries, and mandarin orange, middle notes of vanilla, cacao, spicy notes, and rose, and in the base it has tonka bean, musk, amber, and woody notes. And in my opinion, personally, what I get the most, like I said earlier, I get more of a vanilla tonka bean powdery scent with a little bit of like a chocolatey dusting type of vibe. So I think the chocolate with the powderiness of the tonka beans kind of adds that like chocolatey dusty vibe, and then the vanilla is a nice vanilla. It's not a boozy vanilla, but it's also not a very sweet vanilla, but it's still sweet enough so you know it's vanilla. This fragrance, in my opinion, doesn't have that depth from the woody notes. It doesn't really ground the fragrance, and the amber, it doesn't really come through for me either, because amber is a very nice resinous, deep, slightly sweet scent, and in this fragrance I get mainly the tonka beans in the base. So in the opening I do get that mandarin orange, but it's not overwhelming. It is a bit citrusy though, and it does have a sweet opening as well. And then as the fragrance starts to dry down, I do get a sweet, beautiful vanilla. I don't get much rose at all, and I'm a rose lover, but I do get this delicate, lifted scent in the mid. It could be the rose, but I also get that like chocolatey dusting type of scent as well. And then deep, deep, deep in the dry down, as I smelled my arm around 3 hours in, I did get a ton of that tonka bean. So for me, tonka beans are very beautiful. They're powdery, they're slightly sweet, they're delicious in my opinion. I love tonka beans in fragrances. I have Fève Délicieuse by Christian Dior, and that to me is a very heavy tonka bean fragrance. Same thing with Velvet Tonka by BDK. That is a beautiful tonka bean fragrance, and I have a dedicated review on that scent. If you guys want to check that out, I'll leave it up in the eye in the sky for you guys. But this scent, it's not too similar to those. I have 3 options here that are more similar in my opinion. I just love fragrances. I'm very much so into fragrances. I love having different price ranges in my collection, and this fragrance is fairly affordable. That $10 shipping, like, Billie, come on, like, y'all gotta get that together. But this scent overall is beautiful. I do like it. I do think that this is gonna be a mass pleasing scent because of how it smells. It's easy. It's easy to wear, grab and go, spray it on, you're good to go. I would say if you have a very extensive collection, you might pass on this just because this isn't anything too special or crazy or anything like that. And I have some options that are about the same price or cheaper but perform better. So the only other downside besides this fragrance lacking the depth that I wanted it to have is the fact that this fragrance does not perform like I would want it to. Now, the longevity of this fragrance is okay. This lasts for a fairly long time on the skin, but after about 3 to 4 hours of wear, I have to really dig my nose into my skin to smell it. Like, I sprayed this fragrance on this morning before I took my daughter to school at 8 a.m. It is currently 1 o'clock, and when I smell my skin, I have to actually like get up close and personal to smell it. It does last pretty well on the clothes, so if you spray on your clothes, you'll be fine. But for me, I feel like $86 like total for a fragrance that doesn't perform well, and that doesn't really give me anything new to my collection. I struggle with that, you know, because my collection is pretty extensive. Now, if you have a smaller collection, if you have a more curated collection and you enjoy gourmands, I think this will be a great addition, especially if you don't want to spend too much money on fragrances. Definitely check this out. I would definitely say check this out. But for me personally, I have these 3 other fragrances and the other 2 that I mentioned that could give me the same vibe without necessarily having this scent. Even though I love the bottle, I'm going to tell you guys about these other options that I have. So the 2 fragrances that smell the most similar in my collection are Serendipitous by Serendipity 3 and The Exact Friction of Stars from Pilar and Lucy. And you can find both of these on Lucky Scent. I'll have them linked down below. And these fragrances are very similar to the Billie Eilish fragrance in the sense that they have this cacao vanilla type of vibe. So The Exact Friction of Stars is a very nice, warm, delicious vanillic, sweet, slightly citrusy fragrance. This also has a little bit of coffee in it as well. This has notes of blood orange. This has vanilla. This has Mexican chocolate and coffee as well. And for me, I find that the like powdery, dusty, chocolatey, sweet vanillic quality that Eilish has also is in this fragrance as well. Now the downside to this fragrance is that it's 58 bucks for this little 30 ml bottle, this little 1 ounce bottle. So you could get the same vibe, but this is a smaller bottle, and yeah, the shipping's free on this one though. The other fragrance is of course Serendipitous by Serendipity 3, and this fragrance is beautiful. It's literally one of the sweetest fragrances that I own. I love it. This fragrance also is a sweet, citrusy, powdery, vanillic scent. This has cacao, this has bitter orange, and this has a vanilla note. To me personally, like when I first smell it, what this scent reminds me of is the caramel syrup from Starbucks. Like, it just smells exactly how that syrup tastes. It's so good. I love it so much. It's so sweet. And I love layering this with other fragrances. Now, this fragrance is $45 for a 50 ml. This scent is more decadent and more rich than the Eilish fragrance. So for me, even though you get more in this scent just has more depth. So I like the fact that this is sweeter than Eilish, but it's stunning. I absolutely love this fragrance so much. An honorable mention is Imaginary Author's A Whiff of Wafflecone. This fragrance smells exactly like melted vanilla ice cream on a waffle cone. It's so good. It's so delicious. It has that depth. It has a little bit more character, but this doesn't smell exactly like Eilish. This fragrance has notes of vanilla, heavy cream. This also has amorous, and this has an imaginary accord of ice cream shop. So this scent to me is just stunning. I really, really like this scent, and this gives me that gourmand touch without being overly sweet. So if you're looking for something that's for all genders, that's like on the sweeter vanilla side, this is amazing. This is nice too, but I really like this fragrance as an alternative because this lasts a lot longer, and this has a little bit more character in my opinion, especially if you enjoy gourmand scents. And this isn't as powdery, but this does have that like ice cream, thick, lactonic, like creamy underline, versus this one having more of a powdery tone. And these also have that like powdery underlining tone. So if you don't like powdery scents, then you probably won't like these, but you will probably enjoy this scent right here. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you all enjoyed today's video because I had so much fun making it. I really, really loved comparing this fragrance to other fragrances in my collection. Overall, this is a very nice scent. However, this isn't what I expected it to be. So I'm going back and forth on if I want to keep this in my collection or not. So if you guys want to see a follow-up on this fragrance, please let me know. And if you are new to my channel, I quiz you guys at the end of all of my videos just to see who's been rocking with me into the end or whatnot. And today, I want you guys to leave me the green heart emoji because Billie Eilish's hair used to be green, you know? So leave me the green heart emoji just so that I know you guys made it until the end and you enjoyed today's video. Again, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next one.